I passed by the living room and I could hear Jewel humming. Her face turned bright red, then she crawled up into a ball. Dang. Maybe I shouldn't have been nonchalant about this. No dice. Better change topics. Okay, I am glad that scene showed up. That is a key plot point. I want you guys to keep that in mind. Anyways, welcome back to Let's Play Azure Striker Gunvolt. I finally got my votes, and it was a close tie for a while between green and blue, but blue came out on top. Now, I did do a little grinding. Let me see here. No, this won't tell anything. Well, this? Loadout. Stats, here we go. I am now level 17. I've done a bit of grinding. I was trying to get some equipment early on because even though you can play the stages in any order, some of them are pretty difficult. So I did a little grinding, trying to get some equipment to make some gear. Now, before I get started, there's something I want to point out. Don't mention any of the game mechanics in the comments. You aren't just creating spoilers for the viewers. You're practically ruining the whole purpose of a Let's Play. The game mechanics are explained as we go through. We show it off in the simplest manner so it's easy to understand. When you start posting it in the comments, technically you're trolling. I'm sorry, that is a pet peeve of mine. Don't backseat game. There's a difference between it too, because if I do ask, yes, you can give some advice, but don't post any spoilers either. Like telling any of the game mechanics in the comments before they're even mentioned, or if somebody has never seen the game before and they haven't watched it anywhere else, you're ruining it for the viewer too. Like, I understand, to me this is just a hobby, but to the viewers, I get so many good comments from people, and it's just like, I don't want anything ruined for them. That sense of, what is it? Not suspension of disbelief. Learning the unknown, I guess, is the best way to describe it. I know I'm going on a bit of a rant right off the bat here, but please, under any circumstances, don't show any spoilers. I know this game hands down. I know all the mechanics, so I'm gonna show them off as best as I can. Doesn't mean I'll show them all. If I miss something, yes, you can mention something, but please think before you post. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Keep in mind for others. Now, let's get this briefing underway, shall we? Anytime you select, you can look under a mission briefing to learn about the character that you're going after. So let's do that. And there we go. So we've got the briefing on the subaquatic base. As for who sees control of it, we don't know yet. So, strike. Abyss. At the bottom of the sea awaits a cunning adversary, Merek, who forges deadly traps from the fabric of space itself. A little bit of info about our target. Very nice. Now, believe it or not, I did the stage first myself. when I first played. I tried some of the others, I couldn't beat them. This was the first one I beat, and I have no qualms about taking damage here. Still, my favorite thing is to view this level layout because some of this is really cool. Not this time. There we go. There we go. Is there anything up here? Nope. It looks like something up there, but I can't get up there just yet. Wait for that. And, a warp. This must be the work of an adept. This one's super easy. Hey, new skill! Sweet! I'm going through this a little quickly, apparently. That's weird. I'm getting distortion I wasn't getting last time I played. I'm gonna have to mention that once I'm done recording here. Another warp. You can actually miss these! There is a way to dodge them altogether. Not this time, you. Ah! Stupid thing. They steal your powers. They only show up in this level too, which is surprising. Ow, jerk. I'm actually taking my time through here because I kind of want to show off everything. The best I can, at least. This area can be a little slow, and keep in mind, I do know how to get the best ending in this game. However, I am going to avoid a few things because there's some plot that's hidden if you don't get the good ending right off the bat. Shoot, I wanted that. See, that one's easy to dodge if you can. I'm letting you die. I'm so used to having a double jump and I don't have it yet! Don't forget this, it's hiding. There we go. Oh yeah, someone asked about those medals. They actually aren't for extra lives. You only have 1 life in this game. That's why you have to save. However, these medals are used for your equipment. You can use them to gain parts to build the gear you equip. This game implements RPG elements kind of like Mega Man Zero did with its system. It's actually quite nice. Taking care of you. Anything else? Up ahead. There we go. These loading screens are nice too, showing off the weaponry. Oh, this section. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, let's do the best I can here. Ow, jerk! And yes, Gunvolt is human, keep this in mind! I'm kinda just rushing through here, I kinda want to avoid what I can. Because that water comes up fast, and sadly I don't have the equipment available right now that can allow me to go faster. So I'm just going to go as fast as I can, avoiding, I know, the important stuff, so don't scream at me. Once I have the better gear, I will come back for it. Because it is possible to outrun the water for a good point. Just like that. A good speedrunner can actually I think, get a good distance away from it. It's funny seeing the money on the ground. Just simple little coins. And I don't think I've ever gotten 1,000 kudos in this level, so I guess we'll find out. We're past the death section, so... Keep in mind, Gunvolt's human, he can drown! Oh, it's boss time, I may as well just lock in my kudos now. Alright.
なんだ、来ちゃったの。溺れ死んでてくれれば楽だったのに。ねえ、これってさ、もしかしなくても僕が戦わなきゃならない流れ？
お前がここの司令官か。
なんだよな。マジになんないでよ。はいはい、そうだよ。天才司令官メラク様ってのは僕のことね。帰ってネトゲしたいからサクッとやっちゃおうか。
Oh, they did their research on kids, that's for sure.
そんじゃま、やりますか。ゆるゆるっとね。
And now it's time to fight the boss. Ah, bugger. And this is why I locked in my kudos. Come on, you. That's one down. There are 3 sections of health the characters have. And yeah, some of these attacks can get pretty mean, but they're easy to tell. And now he's gonna use his Ultima attack, which is actually super easy to dodge if you know where to stand. Which I apparently don't. EM field, thank you. I do take a little bit of damage in this fight, just because I don't have the equipment available right now. But still an easy boss fight nonetheless. Okay, I like these translations way better than the originals we got. It always ended with just Gunvolt saying mission complete. Hey, not bad. I think the fastest this level has ever had is 4 minutes, around that point. So as you can see, I've got 7 bonus tries, and if you look at the bottom screen there, the tiny one, I've got 30 seconds to pick 7 random boxes. This is to get your equipment. So there, I've got Quartz Sign, 2 of them, high-end, I can barely read this, the text is tiny for me, nano chips. Ooh, a gram culture! I can finally make that item. Ooh, some rare item. An anti-gravity engine. Oh, sweet! I can make some high-tech equipment here. Some more money and some garnet. But yeah, first time I've gotten an A on this one without having to replay it. Wow, words escape me today. Anyways, I got my favorite weapon in the game, the Naga. So I'm kind of glad we got to this stage first. I used the Naga throughout the entire game. I had received a voicemail from Zeno. And just as he said. So as you can see, this is our user database to Quill, which allows us to select a mission, go to challenges, which hasn't been discussed yet, save our game, configure controls, synth and sell equipment to the dealer, our play log, talking to Jewel, and our loadout. So here we can load our skills, which when you level up you unlock these skills. I tend to use the same 4 every time. So I've got Astrosphere, Galvanic Patch, which allows you to heal a little bit, Luxcalibur, and then an empty slot because I haven't gotten the new ability I want yet. But we did unlock 2 of them as we were leveling up. We've got Split Second, which instantly recharges all of your EP even while overheating, which can be handy, and Septimal Burst, which channels latent septimal energy to temporarily accelerate EP recovery. Super handy equipment, but I'm going to leave that slot blank for now because there's a certain ability we get that I'm going to use a lot. So, let's go to the dealer here and I'll show you. There's some gear I've already synthesized, so I don't have the equipment for it already. It's a shame the lens I want hasn't shown up yet. I still need a genomic resonator here. Slightly decreases the EP expenditure while using the flash field, meaning that gauge will go down a lot slower, and this is one of the pieces of equipment I do use. Midas Optic, I'm still missing some here. Recharge Lens. Slightly accelerates EP recovery, but caps kudos at 1200, so you can't go any higher than 1200 kudos if you ever plan to get a higher score. Cooldown Lens, which increases the recovery from overheating, but again caps 1200 kudos. They have to limit it somehow. And then the Osmotic Eye Plus, which once you make one of the regular items, the plus one becomes available because all you need is 2 of the original items. So I am going to make a recharge lens since I do have the equipment for it, because it will come in handy. Especially at this point, but yeah, all I have to do is make another one and I can get the Recharge Lens Plus. What I'd like for it to show up though is the Dynamo. That is a super handy contact. And the next one I'm actually going after here is the Boost Band. Enables the wearer to perform an air hop while jumping. This pretty much gives you a double jump. This is something I use a lot. This one here gives you air dash. Now, if I do somehow end up dying and a certain something takes effect, I'll show this off more into detail. And then you've got the NECA gear. This stuff can be helpful. However, there's something at the end of the game you have to wear in order to get the good ending out of all of this equipment. And honestly, it's become force of habit for me to just wear the basic medallions. I don't find them too useful every now and then. I don't know why. Nah, why not? I'll make it. I have enough equipment for it. And it actually might be handy this early on. What's this? Increases the flash field's attack power, but also EP expenditure. And you know what? I have the equipment. Let's make the Shield Medallion Plus. Why not? There we go. Oh, there's one last thing I want to show off too. Lumen Audio Locket 1. Depending on what stage you're in, excluding one character, I believe, in the final stages, if you lock in 3,000 kudos within any of the 6 stages and the first Sumeragi, so any of the first 7 stages, you can unlock the Lumen Audio Locket. You still have to build it, but it shows up in the gear shop with the song. So this audio locket, when you get 3,000 kudos in the first Sumeragi, you unlock the song Beyond the Blue. Others I've attempted to get 3,000 quota on, but... kudo. I don't know how it's pronounced. Kudo, I believe. Right? Kudo? Kudo, yeah. But I get hit usually anytime I get close to it, so this is the only one I've managed to obtain. Other than that, let's show off the challenges, since I do have the time. I've actually done a few of these already to get the equipment I need. But this is pretty much extra challenges in the game to get some gear if you need it. Anytime you've beaten a stage, these quests challenges show up and they give you the levels and everything. So as you can see, I've cleared the stage in 7 minutes or less, 4 minutes or less, gotten a B or higher, an S or higher. However, I still have yet to get my very first S plus rank, so that one's still a challenge. No shutter stutter, don't destroy any of the shutters for the first Sumeragi. Defeat the mantis robots without it rebooting. Clear without taking damage, which is super easy, and now these ones have unlocked. Clear subaquatic base in 8 minutes or less. And get some garnet. Ooh, the gram cultures. Ooh, times 8. With a B or higher. Oh, I could do that. I'll have to do that off screen again. What's this one? Avoiding as many wormhole traps as possible. Huh. Well, as far as I know, there are 2 you can avoid. But not all 3, I think. Glory Seeker. Clear any mission with 1,000 kudos or more. Which, that one actually might be easy to do if I go back to first Sumeragi. Then these are the field training ones, which kind of get you used to the game. Defeat 10 enemies. Use Flash Field to defeat more than 1 enemy at a time. And use an offensive skill to defeat at least 3 enemies at once. Honestly, these field training ones work super well in the first Sumeragi. Let's see. Last thing really to show off is your play log. It tells you how many enemies you've defeated, how many bosses you defeated, how much electricity you've used, the distance you've traveled, total income, total experience, total materials you have, items synthesized, your highest kudos score, which mine is 3012, double bonus, triple bonus, electric bonuses, skill uses, mission cleared, no death missions, no damage missions, conversations with Jewel, how many anthems have been sung, and that means any songs that kick in as well, provisions, and deaths, and how many times you've saved your game file. It's kind of neat to see your progression. I'm gonna have to look at mine on my 3DS again. And other than that, it's just talking to Jewel, which it allows you to become closer with Jewel. Plus, it lets something in stage take effect if for some reason you die. Again, if I do die, and if it does kick in, I'll show it off then. If not, it'll come into play later on in the game. So let's talk to Jewel.
ナビゲーションは見てる？ミッションに出ていないとき、つまりこの家にいるときは RB ボタンを押せばナビゲーション。ミッションの役に立ついろんな情報を見ることができるんだって。
気が向いたら見ておくよ。
They give you a lot of helpful tips, but every now and then they'll mention some story, which is what I'm going to try to open up each of these episodes with. But now that that's done, let's equip some stuff here. Alright, I haven't made anything else. No, not for you. Yeah. Like I said, I don't use that often, but let's switch Cerberus with the Naga. It passes through multiple targets when charged and allows up to 5 tags. I like this because it pierces shields. I actually want to show that off, so let's go through first Sumeragi again and I'll fast forward through it. Oh, maybe I should show off the briefing of what Monica says here though first. Oh, it's Asimov this time.
サイバーディーバモルフォちゃんといえば誰もが知ってる国民的バーチャルアイドルだぜ。そんな子どうしてまた？
彼女の歌は我々能力者の精神セブンスに共鳴していることが判明した。どうやら連中はサイバーディーバを利用して我々能力者の居場所を探知していたようなのだ。またごくわずかながら彼女の歌を聴いて体調不良に陥る能力者もいるようだ。
つまりモルフォは能力者をあぶり出すためのソナーだったというわけね。
能力者の自由のためにもそんなものは破壊せねばならない。
Typo.
ターゲットのプログラムコアはスメラギの施設内に保管されている。我々が陽動を行う。自 GV はその隙に施設に潜入しターゲットを破壊してくる。
了解。
So that's actually the first time I've read the briefing for the first Sumeragi. Anyways, let's go show off the Naga. I'll need you to where we get the shield, guys.
撃破完了。
またこの人にマンティスがやられるなんて。フロビがあと1機あるはずだ。前の車両へ発進準備の通信を入れろ。プログラムコアを破壊したらもうモルフォちゃん出なくなる。あれモルフォちゃん結構気に入ってたんだよ。
Okay, we're here. And there's the Naga. Charge it, and it shoots through shields. I love it. But yeah, as you can see, my kudos are not going up anymore, so I'm locked out. This is super handy if you want to get a good amount of quota, too. Because it shoots, not only does it pierce through shields, it shoots into the next enemy and pierces the next one. It is so helpful, and you get 5 tags, which means you can lock onto quite a few people, if need be. Anyways, let's finish this off, shall we? So it starts off with the same. Oh, I never get tired of hearing this. And there we go. Yeah. Replaying the stages is actually super helpful too, because the more of those badges you grab, the more equipment you can unlock. And yeah, because I was locked at 1200 kudos, I only got an A that time, which makes me sad, because I always get an S on this. Uranium crystals, polymer, quartzine. Okay, some good stuff. But I think with that, I'm gonna stop here. So, just like before, I'm gonna let you guys pick a color, and whatever color wins is the next place I go to. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Azure Striker Gunvolt. This is Autumn Child saying, I'll see you all next time.